Hey guys, this is Kalen.
And this is Marcos.
And this is Club
Habibi.
Habibi. Today, we're going to be talking to Shenanigans Shannon.
And the amazing Amir.
Not only them, but we'll be discussing Mr. Kalen.
And Mr. Marcos.
So stick around, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be fantastic.
Hello, my name is Kalen with Club Habibi. We're sitting here with Marcos today, who recently got hired and promoted here within Habibi Acquisitions. Marcos, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. Fantastic.
Hey, that's really good to hear. I just wanted to ask you a few questions and see what your experience has been like here within the company. Starting with, if you could change one thing within your industry, what would it be?
If I could change one thing in my industry. Man, that's a good question, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. The thinker, really. If I could change one thing in my industry, I think it would be the stigmatism that people have against just salesmen in general. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like a lot of people, when a salesman approach them, you know what I'm saying? You think of a salesman like, part-time salesman or a part-time used car salesman, you know what I'm saying? Or a new car salesman, and they're always just coming at you, just trying to get the palms greased, hey, I'm trying to get you out the door with the most money possible, or door-to-door roofers, solar, you know what I'm saying? They're just here to pitch you, they're here to sell you, they're here, you know what I'm saying? And people, we get people to open the door, it's like, I don't care what you have. It's like, no, dude, I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand, I'm trying to help you. If you would just give me 2 minutes, right? I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I just want to provide you an opportunity, right? I just want to give back to you guys a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't really give us the time of day to hear us out because they see us, they think this salesperson, they think, hey, they want my money right now. I really don't. I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if it helps, but in the case that we're dealing with today, we're not asking for money right up front. So it's kind of just like, hey, we're trying to help you save money out the gate. So just give me 2 minutes. With more than likely, if they give us the time, we help them out. But that's just one thing that would change.
I think that's a very good answer and very insightful as well.
Thank you.
With that kind of mindset, how do you define success?
Well, especially in the sales world, right?
Mm-hmm.
People like to think of success of commissions. People like to think of success as the paycheck. Oh yeah, I made the most sales this week, I'm successful. Oh yeah, I made the most money today, I'm successful. I hit my goals this week, I'm successful. Success doesn't count for anything when you hit a goal. A goal is a goal, cool, that's good for you. But I feel like one thing that I learned when I was young is if you don't learn something, then that's a dull day. So I feel like even if you go out and you roll a zero, you go out and you don't talk to a single person, but you learn something about that day, I feel like that's a success.
I like that. No, that was a very good answer.
Thank you.
Absolutely. This has been Marcos on Club Habibi. Thank you so much for being here, and I really look forward to seeing how you grow.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it too. Amir, you've been killing it so much lately, man, that you outgrown your little shell here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to expand into your own world. Where you headed, man? Where's your office? I know it's like south a little bit, but where's it at?
I'm thinking more towards San Antonio, San Marcos area.
You did it too, man.
San Marcos.
San Antonio, San Marcos. Very cool, man. And what did you take some trips down there, kind of scope out the territory, the demographic, have some conversations with some business owners, or were you just like, hey, that's what I want? Or how'd you come to that decision?
I've been there previously a few times personally, but we're actually taking a road trip this week to go and kind of scope out the market, see how it is, if it's a place where I would enjoy opening up a market over there.
Very cool, man. That's exciting. And what's that trip gonna look like? Like, what's the itinerary entail?
Honestly, just go over there, make some money, scope out the area, see how fun it is, how much I enjoyed, and come back with some feedback.
Very cool. You're going down there to sell?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
There,
that's what you're doing for the road trip. You're going to sell.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's very cool. Do you have any kind of ideas of like office space kind of thing, or you just kind of have like a general diameter of where you want to be?
Just more of a general diameter. I know I want to stay more in that southern area. I know San Antonio definitely has some things to do over there. San Marcos, you got Austin right up the street. So it's a pretty big area to kind of mess around in.
You got a lot of people down in that area.
Oh yeah,
man. It's like 3 Dallases right there in one little circle. That's gonna be really fun, man. You got any terms of talent or a team yet, or is that something you're gonna build once you get down there? Are you taking anybody with you?
At the top of my head, I don't want to put no names out there, but I have a few individuals that I'm looking at. Bringing along and building out there and expanding from the bottom up.
Very cool. Don't want to show your cards, huh?
Trying to play a secret.
So the great success that my man Amir's had is something that everybody in the office strives to achieve, right? branching out, having your own office, and beginning your own journey on your own team. Let me ask you, man, as someone who would like to achieve the same success in the upcoming year or so, maybe a little less, what's one main, I'd say, leadership quality or characteristic that you have really grew into or have developed over this time?
I think one of the biggest ones is patience.
Ooh.
Not only with others, but with yourself. It's definitely a process. It takes a couple months to reach that goal, but it also depends on how rapidly you're growing and how serious you're taking everything. But overall, diving more into patience, you got to really be patient with yourself, know it's a process, and you also got to trust the process. Besides all that, you have to be patient when it comes down to the new starts, the newer people that are coming in. You got to understand, they're coming from different backgrounds, but all together it just falls down into patience.
Amir, hey man, it was a pleasure.
Likewise.
Absolute pleasure to have you on Club Habibi.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Anytime you want to come back and give us a shout and say hello to us lowlies down here, up here in Dallas, man, you know what I'm saying? You have my approval.
Thank you, for sure. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey guys, I got Mr. Kalen over here. He actually just met his leadership qualifications about 2 weeks ago and already started establishing a team, got a few individuals alongside with him. So we're going to kind of get into depth in that. So Kalen, you've been in the business for a fairly short amount of time, and
Yes.
You're rapidly growing. So what do you think your experience has been like here at Habibi Acquisitions?
Very unique. I'll definitely say that. It's a different type of team dynamic where people actually care about your growth versus just giving you a paper with a bunch of check boxes on it and say, hey, get this stuff done. They actually spend the time here to go through the process with you and make sure you're understanding every bit of the process. And it's definitely been an enjoyable experience.
Got you. So how do you feel now that you have a little more responsibility on your plate?
I would definitely say it's been a learning curve in some ways, but very easygoing in others. So, for example, having to build a team of my own, coming from another team, build a team within a team essentially. So, it's been interesting to develop my own leadership skills and my own way of training that isn't just simply a copy paste from how everyone else does as well.
So you've had previous positions, I'm sure, that had leadership positions,
Yes.
of course, right? The whole
Absolutely.
management stage. So how would you compare that from them to us?
I would say it's a different type of skill set required. In here at LPB Acquisitions, the type of leadership you need is a more hands-on experience. Whereas, any other job, it's like I explained earlier, it's just a checkbox. You make sure they understand X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and then once they do, they're good. You just set them free. Whereas this here, we are hands-on with them every step of the way. From the moment they walk through that door to the moment they get their own office, we are here to help them with every facet of that growth.
All right, Kalen. Well, it's been quite an experience having you here, and honestly, I can't wait to see where you're going to end up growing into. But I do appreciate you for your time. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much. I'm sitting here with Shannon, one of our new leaders here at Habibi Acquisitions. Shannon, how are you doing today?
Great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Out of curiosity, what's been a skill that you've had to really hone in on while working here at Habibi Acquisitions?
One skill I would say is, I don't know if you'd actually call it a skill, but is setting my mind and staying focused. I tend to not be, I tend to venture off,
Sure.
and but the program is so, it has the steps and the guidelines to keep it on streamlined and going in one direction, and this has helped me a lot to be able to improve and progress.
I like that. Definitely having a defined goal, a path to walk down,
Yes.
definitely helps keep you within the lines. A lot of people say that, sales, it's a male-dominated field. There's definitely no doubt about that. How do you navigate the industry in a male-dominated environment?
By keep going. I just have to. You really don't have to fight harder or anything. It's basically, again, it goes back to the program. Everything's streamlined for you, so it's kind of a no-win situation. I just keep going, keep striving for the next step. There's not a goal that's not that I can't accomplish by following the plan. If you stay on the plan it shouldn't be, you tend not to think about whether it's a male or female dominated industry. You just tend to go.
Absolutely.
And the program is streamlined and it's easy to follow.
Absolutely, I like that. And then you're actually going to be going on a road trip pretty soon here. In fact, you leave right after this podcast.
Right.
To where are you going?
San Antonio.
Shannon, what's one quality or skill that you're hoping to get better at to master while on this road trip?
Leadership. I'm actually going out with my manager, and I'm getting the one-on-one time, so I get a chance to ask, more direct questions, get more knowledge of what's actually done behind the scenes of being a leader without having everyone else around. And I'm actually getting that one-on-one time to get all my questions out. And also, I'm getting ready to be challenged because it's just going to be the two of us. So I'm expected to fall into that leadership skill as I'm training.
I like
And I'm
that.
excited about it.
That's good. I'm very glad to hear that. Shane, you're always a very high point of energy, especially for everyone around you. So I really look forward to seeing your growth. Shannon, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you, Kaylin. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Club Habibi out.